All right, welcome to another episode of the Winners Work Podcast. Today we're going to be ranking the top 10 backcourts in the NBA for the 2023 season. Our rankings are always good, so this should be very interesting to see where different people have different players ranked. We will start with number 10, and we'll start with Carter. Carter, who's your number 10?
I have Lonzo Ball and Zach LaVine.
I also have Lonzo Ball and Zach LaVine.
Yes. I had LaMelo and Rozier at 10.
Wow, they did not make my list.
I didn't even really consider
Damn.
them.
I
So,
had Luka
They didn't sniff y'all
Doncic.
list?
I
had
think
Luka Doncic and either Spencer Dinwiddie or Tim Hardaway Jr. as his.
I
Damn,
went
y'all about,
I went a
y'all
lot
about
higher
to
on
hate me.
Luca.
Wait, you have Luca and Dinwiddie at 10?
Yep.
Oh,
Hate me.
okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Y'all about to
I went a lot higher
despise
on
me.
them.
Wow.
Isn't that
Okay.
crazy?
Well,
It
you'll
just
just have to
it
see where
depends how
I
you
have
value the
you'll
the
just have to
carry
see where I
jobs.
have them spotted, I guess.
Especially for John. I mean, bro, you were talking about how Curry and Draymond were 10 for duos. We putting Dinwiddie or Tim Hardaway higher than number 10?
I went Dinwiddie.
Y'all about to hate me, bro. Luka did not make my list, bro.
Okay. I mean, at least you're consistent.
I'm
He didn't
starting
make
to
my
think.
list.
I'm starting to think I messed something up. Then y'all are gonna be surprised.
I don't think that's
His
crazy.
backcourt made
having a
it
number
trash.
10.
It's not
I really think
Luka's
it is.
fault. It's not Luke. I know
Is the
Luka is
is
him.
the Dinwiddie
It's
Rozier
Dinwiddie
gap
is trash.
bigger than the Luca LaMelo gap?
Yes, bro. Rozier puts up
You're cutting out.
an efficient 80s game log. He's like, we don't have to actually put in offensive production. Dinwiddie is not doing that or close. Like,
Rozier is, I would say,
I
Rozier.
think he's significantly better, or
Yeah.
I think he's better, clearly better, but I don't know. Luca's Luca, man.
Yeah.
I don't think Dinwiddie's
yeah, I know.
pulling him down that much.
I feel like
I think it does.
I
it
do
does.
think Rozier is significantly better than Dinwiddie, but I mean Luca is significantly better than LaMelo and a
Yeah,
top five
yeah.
player in the league for me. But
Yeah.
but I think you weigh your
I
overall
had Luka at
backcourt.
3, bro. He's at 3.
Yeah, I think you just weigh your overall duo more than I weighed my like complete carry job. You know.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, so this will kind of gauge where we got number 9. Carter, who you got at 9?
I got Dame and Anthony Simons.
Okay. Mason,
Number 9, I also have Dame and Anthony.
John, who you got at 9?
Here we go. Hold on. I'm trying to find my list.
We're gonna probably have the same
Me
list,
at 9,
Mason.
I have Marcus Smart.
Oh,
and-
I had D'Lo and Edwards.
D'Lo and Ant
D'Lo and Ant did not make my list.
also
They
did
just
not make
missed my list.
Okay.
D'Lo and Ant were my number
Yeah.
12. I went 11 and 12 as well, and I have them at 12.
I assume y'all got Boston higher than number 9?
Yeah.
Yes, Boston's
Yeah.
on my list.
I don't know. I wasn't super like in comparison to the duos or the backcourts above,
Damn.
especially Dame and Simons. I'm surprised.
Yo, I low-key
Simons
forgot
is that
David
low.
Simons.
Like,
I low-key forgot David Simons. I might have to kick LaMelo and Rozier off this list.
oh, for
For
sure,
Dame.
yeah, you got to give him the boot.
All right, so put D'Lo and Ant Edwards at 10.
Okay.
But my number nine will be. My number 9 will be Levine and Lonzo.
Number
Okay.
9, Levine and Lonzo. Okay.
Interesting. Yeah, I
Actually,
have Dame and Simons a couple spots higher. We'll get into that. Number 8, Carter. Who you got at 8?
I have Smart and Jalen.
Okay.
Uh, Smart and Brown.
We have the same list. I think we're gonna have one switch.
We'll see.
John, who's your number 8?
Smart and Jalen. I really want to switch Lonzo and Levine to Smart and Jalen because I think Levine is better than Jalen. So
Yeah, that's what I have at
I'll
8.
put Lonzo and Levine at 8 and Smart and Brown at 9. So
I have Lonzo and
Levine
Levine
right
at
now.
8 and Smart and Brown at 9. That's what I got. Number
Same
7,
list.
Carter.
This is where I have Luca and Dinwiddie.
At 7, I have John Morant and Desmond Bain.
Oh, okay. I'm
At 7, I have John Moran and Desmond Bain.
that's a fine,
Ball knower.
fine spot. So Mason, you got Luca and his backcourt made higher than John Morant and Desmond Bain.
Yes.
Wow, that's interesting. I mean, I guess if you're valuing Luca, I guess. For me at 7, I had Dame and Simons. I really like the jump that Simons took with Dame out, and I'm confident that they can play together because we saw Dame and CJ play together for a very long time, so they should be all right. Number 6, Carter.
6, I have Harden and Maxey.
Okay.
Okay.
Mason.
I don't
At
know if that's
6,
low. I haven't really gotten to them
At
yet.
6, I also have Harden and Maxey. But just to put this out for everybody, these are projections for next year based off of like which backcourt I would want on my team. Projections for next season based off which backcourt I want on my team.
Okay, this is the territory where it's like I get you got Luka high, but it don't really make much sense to me. Because Maxey can make a jump to at least borderline all-star level, right?
Yeah.
Last year was he averaging? I think he was averaging like 18 a game last year.
18, 19, something like
He
that.
got bailed by
Tim Hardaway Jr. or Dinwiddie's not coming anywhere near that, bro.
Okay, where do you have Steph and Clay?
I have Stephen Clay higher for sure, but Clay averaged 20. So I mean, like, what are we saying?
I mean, I just think that Clay is not near the Maxey level right now, so I feel like it kind of. I mean,
You
and
don't
obviously,
think Clay's
I think you can.
near the
I think if
level
you're
of
projecting, I think Clay further removed from his injury will be at the Maxey level at least.
I think even Clay this past season was not like so much far away from Tyrese Maxey that it's.
Damn,
like,
didn't he average 14?
Yeah,
Dinwiddie's not like a
He averaged
walking
20
negative.
a couple years ago.
I don't know. I know that Dinwiddie is.
Dinwiddie is a fringe starter, right? Like, are we like honest about that?
Well, I mean, yeah, I would say because like last season, if they didn't have Jalen Brunson and Luka, he obviously would have started. It's just they were really deep at the guard position. But I mean, Dinwiddie had some good games in the playoffs. But I mean, I didn't put him this high because of Dinwiddie. I don't think he's that good.
And he has some horrible games too.
I'm so big on Luka that like Luka by himself can be my whole backcourt. Which maybe that's an unfair judgment. Maybe that's an unfair judgment from me, and maybe I need to reevaluate how I'm going to evaluate backcourts. But that's just kind of how I felt.
I see that argument. Like, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, but I feel like, is that not crazy disrespect to James Harden though? Like, we acted like Harden can have another player that's actually like really good next to him, and it's.
I mean, well, first, my 6 is Dame. My 6 is Dame and Simons. Echo everything you said about Simons, and I think Dame is about to have a monster year. He might lead the league in points per game.
I agree.
A year coming off of like playing no basketball, like I don't think people understand what that's gonna do for him.
Because he's gonna be able for seasons, and now he's should be healthy.
Yeah, I think he hit the lab this summer, and I think he's gonna put his all into this season. I think the Blazers, my bold prediction, I think the Blazers should make the playoffs. So I got David.
Whoa, in the West?
There's only so many spots.
They're making the playoffs.
Hey, that's going to be a fire episode when we predict our
seeding.
It's going to be
fire. It's going to be fun.
Oh, man.
East will be fun, too.
We got number 6, Carter. Who's your number 6?
Did we do 6? Harden, Maxey?
No, we're 5.
Oh, I didn't give my 6. Did I say John?
Oh, yeah, no.
No, you didn't say 6.
John Desmond Bain.
Okay.
All right, top 5. Carter, who you got at 5?
5, I got John Bain.
Mason?
5, I got Luka and Dinwiddie. I mean, that might be too high. And I mean, maybe I need to reevaluate how I'm going to evaluate them as a duo. But like, I don't know. I like Luka that much.
Would it change if Tim Hardaway Jr. is a starting shooting guard? Does that change your
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
But John. actually, I don't understand your logic, Mason, because like. So why wouldn't Luka just be higher? Because we all know Luka. Like we all think Luka's the top 5 player. So if Luka's that good, why wouldn't he just be higher? Because he can just carry a team in backcourt by himself. So and he can carry
Booker and CP.
Yeah, I think, definitely. Like he should be number 1 besides Curry. To be honest, if that's your logic, like Luka is so great in my opinion. That's what I think.
As great as he is, some of these other backcourts, I think that them together are pretty close or great or like. Now, obviously, they aren't better, but like for me, just to be honest, at number 4, I have Chris Paul and Devin Booker, and you're getting the electric scoring from Luka with Devin Booker, and you're getting the electric playmaking from Luka with CP3, and I know that they're not nearly the players Luka are, and maybe I should have put Harden and Maxey over those guys. Maybe I should put John Bain over Luka as well, but I feel like the gap is narrower between the guys I have over Luka and Dinwiddie.
But that's a
Shit, we saw the head-to-head. We saw the head-to-head.
Yeah, Luka
solo.
solo. So I mean, if we
Well, then why did none of you guys have Luka? Or what? Are CP3 and Book not on your list?
Because that's not how I go about it. I don't think they're better as a backcourt. But I'm just saying by that logic. By that logic, yeah, Luka did solo them boys. But yeah. So who didn't give their
Pack
4?
them up.
Winners work 5. They're 5. They're 5.
They're 5. Okay.
Yo,
yeah,
if the Suns won that series, could we have used it as a podcast name?
If the Suns won that series, it would have never been a meme, and we would have never had the name of our podcast.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think, like, if
shout
they
out
lost to
Luka.
the Warriors in the Western Conference Finals. Yeah, shout out Luka. But if they lost to the Warriors in the Western Conference Finals, like, will we still have this name?
Probably not.
Would it
be embarrassing? Would it be embarrassing to lose to Golden State?
No. They're in the finals.
No, did you give your 5?
Harden and Maxey.
All right, my 5 was CP and Devin Booker.
Do I need to reevaluate? Man.
Wow,
Y'all sound like you got CP3 and Booker pretty low.
Okay.
They're all like the same. My 2 through 4 are like the same.
You might have had Steph a little low.
Steph low.
Steph low, you say?
I don't have Steph low.
Okay. What's your 4?
I'll stick with it. I have Trey and DeJounte 4.
Oh, nah, I don't like that. I'm not rocking with that.
2 through 4, like neck and neck.
All right, Mason, what's your 4?
CP3 and Book.
John?
Steph and Poole.
Why are you doing this with Curry, bro?
What do you mean?
Bro?
I put him at 4.
4?
It's not Steph. Bro, we know who Curry is. If my logic is consistent, it's not Steph's fault. And I even have Poole higher than a bunch of guys on this list. Steph and Poole being at 4, I think it's fair when I hit you with the 3 ahead of them.
And you had Dame and Anthony at 6, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's fair then, because Steph is considerably upgraded Dame.
Exactly. Steph and Poole, bro. Come on now.
All right.
We know Steph is first or second best point guard.
Okay. I got Harden and Maxey at number 4. Top 3. Carter, who's your number 3?
Buckets, did you have CP3 and Booker at 5?
I had him at 5, yeah.
Okay. I have. Man, all right. I guess I'm projecting less. I guess I'm projecting less of a Chris Paul fall off, but I have Darius and Mitchell at 3.
Wow.
Mason.
I went back and forth between my 2 and 3 for a very long time. I changed it multiple times. I couldn't decide because
you know what you put though.
Because Trae Young is so him, but I went Trae number 3. I had to put my boys the spot above them. I went Trae and DeJounte. I had to back my boys in Cleveland.
Bro. Come on, man.
Trae and DeJounte number 3 for me too.
Nah, bro. Number 3 is Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell. Bro, come on, man. Trae and DeJounte are built different as a duo, bro. I can't wait. That's gonna be amazing. So then number 2 and number 1, Carter.
2, I have CP3 and Booker. 1, I got Steph Clay.
Mason, what about you?
2, I have everybody's new favorite backcourt, Garland and Mitchell. And at number 1, I have Steph and Clay, or Steph and Poole, whoever you want.
And John, this is the one I'm unsure about still.
At 2, I have Chris Paul and Devin Booker. You having them at 5 is kind of blasphemous.
You having them at number 2 is equally as blasphemous.
And then at number 1,
I think 2 is better than 5.
And number 1, I have the guys in Cleveland, Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell. I think that is the best backcourt in basketball. When we talk about 2 individual players, those are the 2 best players in the backcourt, and that's what I was going off of. So they are the best backcourt in basketball right now.
The best backcourt in basketball is the backcourt that John saw up close and personal, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. And right behind them is Trae Young and DeJounte Murray. What other backcourt? You got 2 dudes in the top 5 in assists per game. You got one of the top scorers in the league. You got an all-defensive team player. You got an elite offensive player. What more do you want from a backcourt than Trae Young and DeJounte?
Darius Garland and
Donovan Mitchell, baby.
And Donovan Mitchell.
And Chris Paul and Devin Booker, to be honest.
I don't, bro.
Actually,
what is this obsession with
but
Chris?
it's
You didn't even have Chris Paul in your top 25. Like, what are we doing?
Post lab.
Yeah.
I didn't
Post-lab.
either.
But no, but I'm fine with trading DeJounte too. I was just going to say that because I'm looking at CP3, and I'm fine with them being at 2. But I can also see the argument for trading DeJounte at 2. But like, put some respect on CP3 and Booker's name.
Yeah, they're in the
CP3.
top 5. They're in the top 5. That's respect, right? They're in the top 5.
Chris Paul is still better than the majority. Chris Paul is still better. It's still better than the majority of the players on this list, on the of the second option of the backcourts, by far. And Booker is.
And where does Booker?
And Booker, Steph, Luka, Trey.
He's like
okay, so he's like the fourth best. He's like the fourth best first option.
I think Chris Paul might be I think at the end of last year, I had Chris Paul as the best second option, but by next year, I think Darius or Mitchell, whoever you put at the 2, is passing.
I put at 1. I put Darius and Donovan at 1. I didn't put CP3.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, Chris Paul compared to the rest of the second options where he would rank, I think, 2.
That's definitely a possibility.
It just depends on what level of offensive creation Chris Paul is going to be at next year, because we already saw, especially in the second round and whatnot, how it tailed off against the Mavericks. It was hard for that man to create offense. It really was.
It was.
So we're going to have to see. I still think Booker is getting better, but these other young guys are getting better too. Trae Young's only going to get better. Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland.
Who was your 4 buckets?
My 4 was Harden and Tyrese.
Harden and Maxey over Chris Paul and Devin Booker.
Yeah.
My 2 through 4 were the same tier. Harden, Maxey.
The way Maxey's production is trending, like, he was in the most improved conversation. He was around 42% from 3, close to a 20-point score. Like, he's only trending up. And then James Harden, we expect to bounce back, right? We don't expect James Harden to look like he did with the hamstring injury and whatnot this past season. So
I don't know if Maxey gets to the level of the rest of those guys, though.
I just don't.
If Harden's like, I feel like Harden and Booker will probably be around the same level next year. If he like really bounces back, then he might pass Booker. But I don't think Maxey's going to be near the Chris Paul level.
I don't really know what are we projecting the Chris Paul level to be next year.
We kind of forgot, even myself. We kind of forgot that Chris Paul did lead them to the series win over the Pelicans without Booker, and we all agree that the Pelicans are a great team. So like, let's not. Even without Zion, so let's not pretend like it was.
I don't know if you'd be able to do that though after the season though.
We'll see. But like, he was very trash. He was beyond, like, he was fucking horrific in the Maverick series, beyond words. Right. But this, like, bro, what was it, like 14 per game? Like, he still has some shit in the tank. I just, like, if he has that much left in the tank, then I'm gonna still rank them second, because I think Booker will get better as well.
I think that Buckets is projecting a bigger Maxey rise than us and a bigger Chris Paul fall than all of us as well.
I think the Chris Paul-Maxey gap will be bigger than the Booker-Harden gap.
Yeah, I like Harden a lot. I think he'll have a good year next year, or like a better year than he did last year. And then I think Maxey will continue to improve, but I just don't think he'll be on a Chris Paul-esque level.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe in his career it's a possibility, just maybe not next year.
I mean, yeah, next season.
So by what? Just the impact and value, or what? Like, were we talking like production, or what?
Tyrese Maxey cannot take over a game like Chris Paul did multiple times versus the Pelicans. That's the level I'm talking about.
I saw Tyrese Maxey take over games in the playoffs, though.
What game did he take over?
In the Raptors series, he was a lot of times their primary perimeter creator in that series. He averaged
Harden is by far the 76ers perimeter creator.
No, Harden in that series.
Maxey attacks. Maxey's a great player, but he attacks closeouts. He feeds off Embiid and Harden. Like, let's not act like Maxey's over here carrying the team and putting in work. He does his role. Chris Paul
he does his role next to Harden.
Chris Paul in a role next to Harden and Embiid would have a much easier role than he has in Phoenix, where he essentially has to be the 1A some nights or be the 1B scoring option, because nobody else on Phoenix can create a shot besides him and Devin Booker.
So, but then they would be relying on James Harden to create his own shot, which clearly at this level James Harden is a point guard.
Having Harden and CP3 and Embiid hopefully a healthy Embiid to create shots, that would be fine. Man. What do you mean?
I think you're going off name value though. I think the Sixers.
No, because I've watched Chris Paul and James Harden play, and I've watched.
That was years ago. That was literally years ago.
You act like great players can't mend their styles to play currently. They're all good shooters.
Harden is not the same player he was 3-4 years ago.
They're all good 3-point shooters. They all can attack a closeout.
Is Chris Paul good? Is Chris Paul right now a good 3-point shooter?
They all force double teams. Yes, what are you talking about? Is Chris Paul right now a good 3-point shooter? Yes.
What I'm talking about is he shot like 31% from three this past season. That doesn't seem
So the year before that, didn't Chris Paul shoot like 38% in last year's playoffs, in the playoffs that went to the finals? And didn't he shoot like 38% from three in that regular season? Isn't Chris Paul normally a great
three? He's not a consistent 3-point shooter anymore.
What are you talking?
Last season he was
over like league average consistently like the last 7 years or some shit, bro. What are you talking about?
Last season he was 32% from three.
I'm talking about what he did for me lately. I'm talking what he did for me lately. He shot 32% from three.
Year before he shot.
Sometimes it hurt him to even get the ball over his head, bro. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, dude. Harden is a point guard
right after an injury.
Harden is a point guard at this stage. Tyrese Maxey is a scorer. They fit better together than he would fit with Chris Paul at this stage, bro.
Oh,
well, that's a fit thing. Chris Paul,
but like.
No, but that's what he just argued. He's like, if you put Chris Paul with James Harden and Joel Embiid, what?
My argument was his role. That was exactly what I'm saying. My argument was his role. Tyrese Maxey's role is just to score on that fucking team.
That's why they fit so well together.
Chris Paul has to do everything on that team. My point was, if Chris Paul's role was with James Harden and Joel Embiid, he wouldn't have to do as much like Tyrese Maxey does. Tyrese Maxey doesn't have to do that much for his team. Chris Paul has to do a lot for his team.
Yeah,
if you put Chris Paul with if you put Chris Paul with the top 7 player in Embiid and another All-Star in Harden, his role is going to be much easier.
I get what you're saying. What I'm saying though, but for the Sixers, that's James Harden's role. Because that's not Devin Booker's role for the Suns.
That's not my point. You got that argument. That's not my point.
Okay. So I'm just saying what.
Chris Paul wouldn't fit as well in the Maxey role, but if he had a similar 2 other star caliber players, like just throw Joel on Phoenix and pretend Booker's Harden, but a scoring version instead of a playmaking version, his role would be easier.
And another
I don't think anyone's denying his role would be easier. I'm just saying that they have a role already that they have to play in Philly. Like
nobody's denying that.
Maxey's taking over of games is he benefits from having a Harden and a Joel, and Chris Paul just has
the same way Devin Booker benefits from having
Devin Booker is one star. Devin Booker.
Yeah, but
DeAndre Ayton gets guarded
not
by
quite Joel Embiid
in the playoffs. Exactly. Devin Booker is one star and he's a guard on the perimeter. Joel Embiid is a fucking monster that gets triple teamed in the post. Fuck is you talking about, nigga?
I never said Joel Embiid's not a star. What the fuck are you saying?
But that's not the point.
Hey,
at this point, I don't know what the point is.
Hey, and another thing is for me, at this point in their career, I think it's fair to say Tyrese Maxey will be the better scorer next season than Chris Paul will be. I think that's completely fair. I think Tyrese Maxey is the better scorer at this point. But Chris Paul does so much for the Suns. DeAndre Ayton, and there are Suns fans that will back me up on this, on offense without elite playmaking, looks like Kwame fucking Brown sometimes. Like, he's not as good as everybody likes to say. And I promise there are Suns fans who will back me up on that. He benefits greatly from elite playmaking. And I just feel like Chris Paul's importance to the overall team is more important than Maxey's importance to the Sixers, and that matters a lot for me in this ranking because these are 2 players that I need to lead my team.
And I think that stays the same for next year too.
James Harden is playing that role. That's what I'm saying. James Harden is extremely important.
That's not our point. That's not our point. No one cares about Harden in this scenario.
So you're comparing you're spending all this time on the number 2 option, and we don't care about the number 1. We don't care about the number 1 option.
All right, if we're saying Booker and Harden are comparable, right? Because all right, let's just make the new argument: Booker and Harden versus. Is that what you're arguing? Booker and Harden versus Harden and Maxey, or Booker and CP3 versus
Harden? What I'm saying is Harden is more valuable. What he brings to the table is more valuable than what Devin Booker is going to bring to the table next season. If you're saying
I didn't argue. I was arguing for Chris
Okay.
Paul and Maxey. I'm not arguing that. You guys.
So I'm saying all those great things. Chris Paul throws dimes. Chris Paul lob feeds DeAndre Ayton. This all the shit James Harden could do and do it better. So
Yes, but James Harden is the number
Why are
one,
you
and
comparing
Chris
Chris
Paul is
Paul
the
and
number
Harden?
two.
Why are you comparing Chris Paul and
but
Harden?
what I'm
now?
saying
We're
is
not
you're
saying
talking
Harden.
about this big old load that Chris Paul has to pause. This big old load that Chris Paul has to carry. What does that? Who cares?
Are we going to?
You have
What
to
do you
carry
mean?
that
What do you
role
mean?
as a
who cares?
Because we're talking about Maxey being able to take over games,
If
but
Maxey
he
had to
benefits
take the
from.
Chris Paul role, them niggas would be ass. The Suns wouldn't be doing shit.
I don't get how you. I don't,
What
don't
are you
get how
talking
you
about?
I don't get how you don't understand what I'm saying, bro. Like,
Bro, but I know, I completely understand what you're saying. I just don't understand the relevance to what we're saying with Harden, with Chris Paul's
Chris
role
Paul
on the
can
Suns.
carry an
What
offense
Chris
better
Paul
than
hasn't
Tyrese
been
Maxey
doing.
can. Is that what you want to hear? Yeah, he can. No one's
That's our
denying that.
point.
Okay. All right.
Because the original statement was Tyrese Maxey isn't taking over playoff games consistently like
Thank
Chris
you.
Paul
I
is,
said that.
and you said that he did it multiple times in the Raptors series.
Tyrese
but-
Maxey can take over playoff
But John
games.
but I think what we're saying is that he is able to do that. He was able to do that because he has Joel Embiid and James Harden, and Chris Paul has Devin Booker. He does not. Who can be the James Harden? He doesn't have a Joel Embiid. He has DeAndre Ayton, who Mason says
And
looks
when
like
Chris
Kwame Brown
Paul
sometimes.
When Chris Paul played a team that was over 500, how was it looking for him to carry the squad, bro? I'm just saying.
What you mean? What is that a stat?
The Pelicans were under 500 this season, bro.
All right, put Matt.
The playoffs. They were
all right,
a sub 500 team.
After the CJ trade, weren't they over 500?
I don't know because they missed. Brandon Ingram missed some games too.
Considerably
know,
over
but-
500.
I think they were definitely better
Easily
than the
over
record.
500, I think.
All right, so let's not be disingenuous, Buckets. We know they're a playoff team with Ingram and CJ and the rest of their team as it is, and they're about to add Zion. Let's not be disingenuous. And I just want to let's just end it. Let's just end it on this. If Maxey was on that team and Devin Booker goes down, it's Brandon Ingram versus Luka in the second round.
I agree.
I don't really know, bro. Curry was basically just like, the Celtics. Do y'all agree with Curry? He said the Celtics are better off not trading for Kevin Durant because they would have had to give up too much.
Yeah.
You said that about the Celtics?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of
Yeah.
agree.
Steph Curry said that.
Yeah,
Any team is better off not trading for Kevin Durant because they would have to give up too much.
I just think the value that Brooklyn is looking for is too ridiculous to the point where, like, he's aging, so you need your team to already be really good. But if you give up everything that's really good for Kevin Durant, then what's the point?
Yeah.
The Warriors would have been just fine trading for him, though. I think that's the one team.
Yeah. Like Poole, Wiggins.
Mm-hmm.
They would have sacrificed a lot of their future, though, which I don't know if you make that decision, given the fact.
Steph said they would have welcomed him back.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm sure they would have.
The players would have, but from the front office perspective, they had to weigh like how long do we want our championship window to be, and things of that nature. So yeah, I think they made the right decision. Not like they even had a choice, honestly. Brooklyn probably wouldn't have traded him anyways. But yeah, same with the Celtics. I think they're good with what they got. So
I would have
Still
only
not winning
traded.
a chip, but I mean, y'all good with what y'all got. You know?
Says the Lakers fan. Make the playoffs, buddy.
Got a chip, bro.
Y'all
You can't
gotta worry
play,
about.
bro.
Y'all
We
gotta
got
worry
a
about
chip.
Dame. Y'all gotta worry about.
You guys can fight over second place later in the season when Donovan Mitchell's holding up Larry
But-
O'Brien.
Finals
I would-
MVP trophy.
I was gonna say, the only package I would have done for KD is Jalen, Grant, and Derek White. But they wanted Marcus Smart, and fuck no, they can't get Jalen and Marcus Smart. They can't get Jalen Al Horford. They can't get Jalen and Rob Williams. It's just, and Jalen is obviously better than Smart, Horford, and Rob Williams. But I'm just saying, like, if we're giving you Jalen, there's no way you can have Smart too. That's gonna hurt our team too much. So I'm completely fine not doing the trade. Brooklyn declined our original offer, which was basically that. So fuck no, we're good. We gonna definitely get to the finals this year. I'm just wondering who we're about to play, either Warriors or Clippers.
Oh my!
Definitely.
Here we
Either Warriors
go.
or
Finals lock.
You're just wondering who y'all gonna play. All right.
And another thing about the Celtics is the average age of the starters is probably like 26 or 27. So you also probably have at least a few more years of
I
being
think
at
it
that
is.
level without trading the house for Kevin Durant.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
KD is him though. KD, even though I slander you, I know you're him, bro.
Whatever that means for the Nets that are about to get probably.
He's a
40
him.
this year.
He's a him. It's just levels to the game. Jalen is a him, but it's kind of lowercase. KD is a uppercase him. Obviously, there's people with all uppercase hims, and KD doesn't have all uppercase
Do
hims.
you have to be an all uppercase him to get into your lab?
Yeah.
Nah, he's
So,
letting AD. He's letting AD.
That's why. No, AD is not in the lab. He's a Laker. That's why Kyrie's on the agenda. Tatum, Donovan, a bunch of skilled pure hoopers. So
Oh, brother.
Here
Don't
we
even
go
say those
again.
two
You on
words.
the pure hoop?
Don't even say those 2 words.
Oh man. All right.
We'll have Agent Zero good takes on the podcast next, so y'all two can talk about pure hoopers.
that nigga Agent funny as shit, man. Agent 00 clown ball.
All right, so there's been some rumblings, some reports about a potential mid-season tournament for the NBA, and there's been some mixed reviews about this mid-season tournament. A lot of people saying pointless, like an AAU type thing, like it's not gonna mean anything. I want to know what you guys think about potentially adding a mid-season tournament. We don't really know many details. I know Mark Cuban came out and basically said the Mavericks, they're not going to try in this tournament. He said that they're going to be resting their starters and whatnot.
As they should.
Don't they still count as regular season games?
Apparently it does still count as regular season games. The speculation is that there would be some sort of incentive, whether it be monetary. I don't know what other incentives they could give these players to actually care about this. I don't think it's going to affect seeding, playoffs, or anything like that. So it's really you're just out there either to make a couple extra bucks or I don't know, just create some weird rivalries. I don't know. What do you guys? We can go around.
Seems unnecessary.
Yeah.
I feel like they're trying to make something out of nothing because of how successful March Madness is. But like the thing is, let's say you make the prize, every player gets a couple extra $1 million or something like that. First of all, the guys at the top of the NBA aren't going to care. And then second of all, for fans, I mean, like, I don't know. I can't see myself being like, oh no, the Cavs didn't win the in-season tournament. I'm so heartbroken. Like, I don't know. I feel like as fans, like, I guess it could be cool if they did something I'm not thinking of, but I don't know. I feel like they're trying to make something out of nothing.
Yeah, so I actually pulled up some more details from Shams Charania about this, and he said basically these cup games could take place as soon as the 2023-2024 season. It would be 8 teams advancing to single elimination finals in December, and then the other 22 teams are continuing their regular season. Which, how do they choose these 18? What's
Is it just the best 8 records at the time of or best 4 from each conference?
It might be. I mean, honestly,
if it's the best 8, that's disgusting.
It would make more sense to me if it was like the worst teams. To be
that's
honest.
what I'm saying.
It's gonna be like a G League
do not
tournament,
make the top
anyways.
teams do that, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
If they make the bottom,
what were you gonna say?
If they make the bottom teams do, he might be fired though. Like it's just a little something to at least inspire their games, like a little something.
You already know those fans have given up any hope of
exactly.
Yeah.
No, even maybe a player is like, fuck it, let me just get this extra bat. Let me just get this bad goal kick in one of the games and tries to go crazy. But I don't think it's good to make the top teams try and compete for anything else in the regular season besides seeding. Like that other shit is weird.
But if Shea or something, he backpacks OKC to some.
That's what I'm saying.
That would be fun, but I just don't see
that.
I don't see the NBA picking the worst teams in the league, but I think I would enjoy that. I think that would be fun.
That'd be interesting. But this is the thing that got me looking this up. So it says all games will be part of the normal 82 game schedule. But guess what? The 2 final teams got to play an extra game on the season.
Yeah, I saw that. So they're playing 83 now?
It's almost like you're punished for winning.
Probably going to rest their starters. If they're a playoff team, just rest your starters, bro. Don't even trip. Don't fuck
Yeah,
that shit.
yeah. I mean,
Fuck
so we got
that
the
shit.
play in, and now we got this too.
So we're gonna have
Playing
a
is good
first
though.
player to play
I like
83
playing.
games then, right? Or has there been a guy that's done that
I
because he
think
got
that's
traded?
happened because of a trade.
It's happened. Trade.
Probably yeah.
Okay.
Trade.
Actually, so like he played 80 games, so it's probably like 83 or 84 the max. It's not that high.
Regardless, I don't know how I feel about this. I probably don't like it if we're being honest. But again, given maybe more framework details that we find out, depending on what teams they decide to bring in there, if the players actually try, it could be pretty cool. Because at least we did get with this new Kobe Bryant thing for the All-Star game. Like players are trying a little bit more at the end, and that's been a great addition. So if they could find some magic like that, I would be all for it.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's one of those things that turns out way better than everybody's expecting. Because at the beginning of the Kobe Bryant All-Star rules, like nobody was looking forward to that, but then it ended up being a massive hit. So, I mean, I know the NBA can probably like put something together that's fun, but from what I like, my initial thoughts and what I have to go off of now, I don't think it's anything very exciting.
Yeah, that's kind of how I view it right now. But yeah, interesting stuff. Some of the
It might be
replies-
lame, man.
Some of the
I think it
replies-
might lead to some shameless agenda pushing.
Oh yeah. Hey,
In-season tournament championship
Oh
MVP.
my god.
Along with what he did the
You're
play.
you're disgusting, Buckets. You're disgusting.
We'll have
You're
the NBA
disgusting.
version of the MVP Trubisky Award.
That's
Nickelodeon Bible
disgusting.
player.
Man. Another bubble MVP.
But the Lakers, LeBron can get another ring, man. Oh, I forgot about that, man.
That'll be a phenomenal
Buzz
agenda.
MVP?
LeBron
That's
can win
fine.
the
We get the
first.
6 rings. We get the 6 rings, man. Easy. Bro.
LeBron needs these bubble underwater MVP final championships.
Underwater.
LeBron can win the first ever in-season
These
tournament,
Mickey
and then
Mouse
we can be like,
championships.
"Did Jordan ever do that?" I don't think so.
Even the conference finals MVPs are disgusting, bro. They should have been doing.
No. See, this is what I saw. I saw that too. We can't compare conference finals MVPs to this, bro.
Bro, that's nasty.
The
bro.
conference finals MVP actually has some credibility.
But
to it.
it's just okay, fine. But like, it's not an accolade for other players that should have had it. Like Jordan, Jordan
Yeah.
has that many.
As long as you're
LeBron
not
has
using
that
it
many.
to.
Like it's disgusting.
We
Like,
don't care about Jordan.
People
man,
are
bro.
gonna use it in arguments now. It's nasty.
As long
I
as
don't
people
wanna
aren't
hear
using
that
it to
shit.
discredit.
I don't want to hear
I
that
got
shit.
8 of them things in my books, at least, maybe 9, to be honest.
Yeah, that's another
But
thing.
it's-
Bron might only
you can't
have
use
one or
it
two. Next
on his resume.
generation. Next generation will look back and be like, "What was LeBron doing? How did he not win a single
LeBron
conference
0
finals?
Eastern Conference Finals MVPs.
Got carried to those finals, bro?"
Trash.
That's the one thing though. I'm gonna call up Adam Silver. I'm gonna be like, take Larry Bird off the Eastern Conference Finals. I mean, we know who that.
Alright, no.
We know who
it
that
belongs
belongs
to
to.
Big
Like,
Larry.
come on, man.
It wouldn't be a LeBron without Larry Bird.
Bird.
Larry Bird. Bird is the word.
All right, we can
Larry Bird.
we can transition here, Mason. You got a game for us?
Yeah. So for the next game, all three of you guys are going to be back to working together once again. And next week I got you on head to head. But so for this one, it's just true or false. So obviously there's a 50% chance as is of you guys getting it right, and you guys are ball knowers. So in my opinion, these are pretty tough, but you understand why. So there's 7 of them, and to win or to pass, you guys got to get 5 of them right because that's 71%. So there's 7 of these, and you guys got to get 5 of them right. So for the first one, true or false? Horace Grant is Jeremy and Jerian Grant's dad.
False.
No, he's like his cousin or some shit. I think
So false.
they're related. They're related for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna say
False.
All right, we'll go false.
I would have
False.
been known that.
False. Harvey Grant is their dad. Horace is their uncle.
Uncle.
You would have seen it like because you see Gary Payne and Gary Payne two
Yeah.
all the time. Like you would have seen it. Stephen and his dad. Stephen his dad. You would have seen that shit.
All right. LeBron's streak, true or false? LeBron's streak of scoring double-digit points in the regular season games is over 1,085 games.
True. Oh, 85. Oh,
I know it's over 1,000. I saw something about this recently.
1,085 games.
we got
It
the
might
exact-
might be. It might be.
It
That's like
probably
right where
is,
it's
but that
at.
85 is worrying me a little bit. 80, why got to be 85? Why,
I
Yeah,
bet you
yeah,
it's
I
I
don't
bet you
know.
it's either 1084 or 1086.
I'm
That's
gonna say
disgusting.
over because it's
That's
LeBron. He
disgusting.
got it, but I mean, I feel
No,
like
no,
he
no, no.
would-
How many games has LeBron played? Around 1,000, right?
Yeah, definitely.
It's
I mean,
I saw something recently that his record is over 1,000. I think it's right around the
Over a
number that
thousand?
Mason said. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, then I think LeBron, because I remember the game that Solomon Hill dove into his legs. He came back and hit the three, and
yeah,
he kept
the
his
streak's
record
still
alive.
going. It's active. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
So
It
I'm
is an
pretty
active
sure it's
streak.
it. So we're just guessing LeBron's just active games at this point. So I think it's that. Let's say true.
Yeah, I would
We
be
have
mad.
two. So are we all agree?
If
that
we're
it's
wrong,
true?
we're just
If
guessing.
we're wrong, we're
LeBron's
wrong. It's
point.
true.
We're just guessing LeBron's. Yeah.
We'll go true.
True.
Mason,
LeBron James'
Got it.
double-digit points, record is 1,096. That boy's gonna hit
1,096.
1,100 this season. That's crazy.
can't wait till he passes Kareem this year. It's gonna be a great day, man. Might as well hang a banner for that one too.
The only championship y'all winning anytime soon. Trash ass nigga.
Oh my god. Y'all are on the same team here, John. Come on, be friendly. All right. True or false? The most missed shots in a single NBA game is 37, set by Wilt Chamberlain.
Yes, probably true.
What if it's like 36?
Will
That's nasty, bro. I just know that.
Well, I'm
like,
not lying about Wilt's number.
in those high possession
Oh,
games.
okay.
Like,
so it's like
Wilt-
someone could have missed more, type thing.
So Wilt has missed 37.
There's
It's a
no. I
question
feel
of-
like if Wilt had the record,
think it's
bro,
true.
we would hear it more, though. Would we not?
Who?
I
Well,
think it's true because I think it's
who
true.
else? Anyone who's missing that many shots, we hear about it. Like if it's not Wilt, it's probably
That's
like
true. That's true.
I think Wilt's like the best option for that.
Yes, yeah. He'd be grabbing his own.
Kobe
rebound.
would be like the modern era of it, but in Kobe's era, he's not missing
I know
37
all
shots.
time. Yeah, all time. Kobe's got the most misses, but I don't know about
Yeah.
in a game.
Well,
That's a lot of bricks.
37. So Wilt actually missed 37 shots.
It's a lot of bricks.
He probably shot. I mean, he probably shot like
There'll be
fucking
some
Bro, that
random
was a
dude
hot-
that
20
like,
for
That was a high-
57 or something.
That was the high possession era, bro, where they
Yeah.
shot like
Yeah.
67 shots a game. That's why Wilt could have easily.
It
missed
probably
those
is
shots.
because like I can't imagine anyone else taking that volume of shots. Like,
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Kobe taking 30. Kobe
Might be like-
can't have that stat. Kobe can, if Kobe
He'd have
had
to
that
shoot like
stat,
4
that
for
would've been
41.
posted
There's just no
everywhere.
way.
Kobe, if it's not him, it's
That-
gonna be
that
like
would've
Elgin Baylor or some shit, bro. Like,
Everywhere. But we all know Kobe shot 6 of 22 in Game 7 of 2010 Finals. If he missed 37 shots in a game, we would know that stat, bro. Because Kobe haters would remind us of it. Like every nigga will remind us of it all the time.
are we going true? We going true?
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
I guess.
False.
Is it Elgin?
Wilt Chamberlain
be
is
Elgin.
second with 37 missed shots.
It's-
First
if it's
place
Elgin,
is
I'll watch
Joe
it.
Folks with 42 missed shots in a single
And
game.
that's
wouldn't
why
have
we
got-
don't know
I
about
wouldn't
it.
have got that.
Joe
Yeah.
LeBron
False.
James, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant have never even attempted more than 37 field goals in a game, and Joe Folks has missed 42.
That makes sense.
Hey, I respect it, man. Take as many shots.
He was just going out there to break records.
Yeah, the
He,
possessions were different back then. It's like taking 37 shots is probably fucking exhausting.
He had the record for most points in an NBA game. I believe it was 63 for like a decade. So he was getting buckets in his day, a long time before ours. But
Mm.
all right, next question: true or false? Out of the active NBA players, Nikola Jokic has the highest offensive rating in the league over their entire careers.
That's true. I think I've seen some stat.
That sounds right.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
I think it's true.
Jokic is an advanced
If not,
stat
he's like second.
demon, so
I'd say true.
It could be like Robert Williams.
Okay, so final answer: true,
I'm
yeah.
false.
What?
That's what I said. I
Any
know
guess
it
what the
was.
player is who has the highest of all time?
Offensive active player with the highest offensive rating?
Oh, like
Nick Claxton.
talent?
Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert.
God
It is
damn
Rudy Gobert.
it.
which is unbelievable.
Stop
I definitely saw
talking
that
about
What a
this
shit.
nigga
terrible
every
stat,
episode,
bro.
bro.
I definitely
What
saw
an
that
awful
shit.
stat. What an awful
every
stat.
episode,
Jesus
bro.
Christ, man.
I'm tired of talking about this nigga go big.
I'm a pure
Do we need to
hoop
go
right now. I'm a
3 for
pure
3
hoop
now?
specialist now.
Yeah,
bro.
you guys
What
are
is
2
this?
and 2 right now with 1, 2, 3 left.
We had to go 3 for 3.
Okay. Despite
I got
averaging
y'all. Get on my back.
45.8 minutes per game, Wilt Chamberlain has never fouled out of a game. True or false?
False. What the fuck?
There's
False.
no way he hasn't fouled out.
There is no way Will Chamberlain has never been false. Every
You
player
sure?
has fouled out of a game.
You sure?
Yes. 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 Every player has fouled out of a game, Buggers.
Every player.
Every star player, bro. Curry has fouled out of a game. Tatum has fouled out of a game.
It
Jimmy
might have
Butler
been
has
like
fouled out of a
different then
game.
though.
Dwayne Wade has fouled out of a game. LeBron James has fouled out of a game.
Has Bill Russell
probably
fouled
fouled
out?
out of
Probably. See, you get to the probablys when we get back to the 60s. We don't we don't know.
Yes, true.
Hey,
True. Get on my
majority
back, bro.
wins, and right now I'm
Get on my
sensing
back,
2
bro.
other ways than
I have
John.
I'm
right
just
now.
on
I'm
my
not
back,
fully
bro.
confident on it. He
Get on
probably
my
is
back,
fouled out.
bro.
I have
Get on
no
my
think
back,
about
bro.
this. Like I
Get
how
on my
am I
back,
supposed to
bro.
know? I don't know.
Get on my back, bro. Before
All right,
you choke the league, get on
We're
my
letting
back,
John
bro.
answer.
All right, John. Yeah, you got
So
it. bro.
Get
John,
on
you
my
say false. He has fouled out. He has fouled out.
No, yeah, false. He saw that.
It is true. Wilt Chamberlain has never fouled out. Never
That's
fouled out of a
crazy.
basketball game.
What?
The
You
peak,
just
How
sold
much
us
is
like
that?
Tatum in the finals, bro.
That's
Hey, bro, we
crazy.
trust
the
you.
peak stat pattern, and I finally take my first dub against you 3 in the games.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Hey, but you guys
That's
can
some
leave with some
bullshit,
dignity
bro.
by going 2 for 2 on these last 2, because these ones
Hold
are
up.
fun.
Can we win if we go 2 for 2? Don't you? It's 3-2.
No,
Well, you
you
said
guys
we-
got
we
2
had to
right
win
and got,
5.
and got 3
7.
wrong.
Yeah.
Why we gotta win
We
in
can
5?
we
This
can
isn't
still get a D.
1983. We go
get
to
like a
7
D
now.
plus.
We go to 7 now.
I only have 7 total.
we
John.
go to
Oh, he
7
wants to
now,
win the
David
series
Stern.
4-3. That's what
Oh,
We go to
okay.
7 now, David
Okay, sure.
Stern.
You know what? Sure, we can make it a basketball series. Fine.
Yeah.
Y'all want to change the rules when it
Yeah.
benefits y'all. I understand.
We go to 7 now, David Stern.
Okay. Klay Thompson, the record holder for most threes in one game made with 14, made more threes in that game than Sean Livingston did in his entire career. True or false?
False.
You sure? Bro, Livingston,
Livingston
was not
probably
shooting
made-
threes like that.
He probably made 14 in the Warriors 17 win season.
No way, bro. He did that mid-range fadeaway shit every time.
Yeah.
Bro. That was his only game. He barely even shot threes.
My
In his
guts tell me
career-
true. My guts
in
tell me
his
If
true.
anything,
career-
I'm just
crazy.
thinking about before the Golden State Warriors. To
Easy
be
though.
honest, like
I know
maybe
I've seen Patrick McCaw. I know I've seen that nigga hit a 3, bro. Stop.
Well, Patrick McCaw hit threes for sure.
Not
I didn't
Sean
mean to.
Livingston.
I didn't mean to say Patrick McCaw. I'm thinking about the 2017 Warriors. I'm gonna say Sean Livingston. I'm pretty sure I've seen that nigga hit a 3, bro.
I don't know if I've ever actually been watching a game and saw Sean Livingston hit a 3. I can't say I have, to be honest.
I know he's a mid-range specialist, but 14 isn't a lot. 14 isn't that many threes, bro.
I'm gonna say
Hasn't
it's
Dwight Howard
true.
hit 5?
Dwight Howard? I thought Dwight Howard. Oh yeah, well Dwight Howard's a shooter now. He came to the Lakers. He's a shooter now. So I mean,
Bro, he was spraying in Philly too. He made more threes than Ben Simmons or some shit that season.
JaVale McGee's a shooter too. Hey man, if he would have been playing today, he definitely would have hit more than 14. But
I don't know, man.
it's,
But
it's
you low key didn't have to shoot threes at all. And it's you really didn't have to shoot the fucking ball at all.
yeah.
I don't know, but I feel like 14 is just such a small number, bro.
I'm gonna say it's true, but I don't know. Either way, I might be wrong.
I think true.
Bro, are we gonna fold?
So you guys are saying
We
true?
already folded. We playing for extra credit right now.
No, we're not. This is a 7-game series.
All right. My vote's in.
Sounds like we got 2 votes for true. And I'm sorry,
Alright, man.
John, because the correct answer was false.
Wow.
Sean Livingston
How
has
many
made
he hit?
15 total threes in his
Oh
entire
my
career.
god.
So the chance of you never seeing Sean Livingston make a 3 is probably true, because I don't think I have either.
15? Oh, that's crazy.
All right. And for my favorite question of the game, true or false?
Lost
You guys prepare yourselves.
He hit
for this.
5 of those in 2007. Oh my God.
All right. True or false? Jerry West has scored 40-plus points in the finals, more than Kobe Bryant, Kevin Durant, Michael Jordan, Steph Curry, Larry Bird, Kawhi Leonard, Dirk Nowitzki, Paul Pierce, Karl Malone, and Tim Duncan all have combined. True or false?
I was rocking with a couple of those names, but all of them?
Yeah.
All of them?
I know Jordan averaged 40 something for finals series. So Curry has 1 or 2 40-point finals games. I know Kobe has a couple. I know KD has 1. I know Kawhi has 0. Who else did you name?
You said Larry Bird.
Kobe Bryant.
Larry Bird has 0. I don't think Larry Bird has.
There's probably a lot of zeros in there. I'm feeling true again, but I was feeling true in the last
That
one.
actually might be a good question. Paul Pierce. I know Paul Pierce has 0. Paul Pierce has 0.
Yeah, he shouldn't even include Paul Pierce on the list, to be honest.
All right. Shut up, nigga. Finals MVP, nigga. Shut the fuck up. Who else?
Kobe Bryant,
Mason.
Kevin Durant,
Sure.
Michael Jordan, Steph Curry, Larry Bird, Kawhi Leonard, Dirk Nowitzki, Paul Pierce, Karl Malone, and Tim Duncan.
Karl Malone might have 1. Tim Duncan probably has like 1. Dirk might have. Say yes. True. I would say true.
True.
Yeah, Jerry West is him.
If not, it's only because of Jordan. Because you just,
If
I'm
not,
pretty sure
JJ
you named a
Redick is
bunch of
better, and he
people.
could have done it in that era too. So.
Good job, guys. That was true. Jerry West has 10, and the rest of those guys combined have 9.
Y'all
And
saw
Jordan
how I
has 6 of them.
dissected that? Like I'm fucking Tom Brady, nigga.
Kobe had 1, KD had 1, Jordan had
Quarterbacking y'all
6,
through that
Steph
shit.
had 1, and then Larry, Kawhi, Dirk, Paul Pierce, Karl Malone, and Tim Duncan all had 0.
I told y'all that shit, man.
John, y'all lost,
I know
bro.
this. I know this.
We lost in
It's okay.
5 and 6.
Lost, man.
I'm
It's
him.
okay. I'll be back next season, little nigga. Get my get back.
Next season.
We'll remember this in the locker room.
Oh man. All right. Well, y'all got anything else before we wrap this up?
I think that's all I got.
All right. Thank y'all for
Go
tuning in.
Patriots. I hope we.
Patriots are not
Damn.
good.
Cleveland Browns 1-0.
The Rams
Yeah.
are defending. Their
Y'all had a
Super
fluke
Bowl
ass win. Don't get
championship.
too happy, Browns fans.
Cade York is
Don't get
hitting
too
from
happy.
60.
So what does it feel like to be
every day of the
0-1?
week.
Don't get too happy, Browns fans. That
Hey,
was a
what
fluke
is it?
Yeah, I
ass
have-
Hey,
I have
what
no
does it
idea what
feel
it's
like
like
to
to
be
be
0-1?
Hey,
That was
What
a
does
what does
it
it
feel like to
feel
be
like to be a
0-1?
Super Bowl
Bro,
champion?
we're not
What
talking
does
about
it feel
games
like
from
to
the
be a
60s.
Super
It's
Bowl
not
champion?
happening
We're
again.
talking about the
Stop
past
playing.
now.
That's the
It's
bug.
not
That's
happening
that.
again.
We all know that was a bubble Super Bowl.
And we all know that was a Mickey Mouse victory y'all had. Y'all
That
aren't
was the
winning
realest
again this
victory in NFL history.
Cade
Other
York.
than the
Y'all
Dolphins.
had to
not
trade
Patriots
Baker
in
Mayfield to
2021.
win your first game, man. Crazy, bro. Crazy.
year. And I'm not just saying that. I'm not just saying that because the Browns lost me $100, or the Panthers lost me $100, but the Browns, that was a fluke ass win. Y'all not doing shit.
The Patriots
Cade
are the worst.
York, York's hitting that
Hey,
10
you
times
can
out of
call
10.
it-
We are.
You can call it what
It's
you want to
okay.
call it, but we're 1-0 and you're 0-1, and that's how it is.
We are. Pats, y'all got it.
Who do y'all play this weekend?
The New York Jets
The
with
Steelers.
Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco led New York Jets.
2-0 coming up.
Flacco. Oh yeah, Flacco got something for you.
Flacco gonna get his get back.
I was talking to him the other day. He got something cooking up for y'all. Yeah, he got
Flacco
something
in your
cooking
lab.
He got something in the tank. Yeah. He got something in the tank for y'all.
Okay, he does not.
I don't even know why the Rams fan is talking. Y'all just got embarrassed on primetime.
Okay,
Our shit was at
okay,
1
bro.
o'clock.
We were drunk off of getting
Yeah,
our,
yeah, I
our
can do that
banner
tonight.
lifted, bro. We
Y'all
gonna be
were
all right.
champagne drunk.
Hey,
Drunk,
we gonna be just
drunk.
fine, man. We
drunk
got the
getting y'all
Falcons
ass
this
whooped.
week. That should be easy, man. You
What
know?
did Diggs say? What did Diggs say to Ramsey?
Oh yeah,
I'm
nah,
fucking him.
He cooked Ramsey, but it's all good, man. Hey, Ramsey got his own podcast now. Ramsey's just like
for real?
Draymond. We gonna have the Draymond
Ramsey
Green
got
show
a
hosted
pod?
up. Yeah, another banner.
Jalen
Yeah.
Ramsey
tapped
show.
in. I'm actually tapped in.
Uninterrupted.
tapped in.
Uninterrupted. Shout out Jalen Ramsey. Yeah. All right, but we out, y'all. Peace.
Peace.